Hey guys, Zach Storch here. A lot of people have asked me, how do you get into World of Warcraft? How do you learn about the universe? How do you figure out your classes? How do you do that stuff? And frankly, World of Warcraft is a tough game to get into. I read a WoW Insider article the other day that was saying how Blizzard needs to be doing more things to give casual players a fulfilling experience and doing more things to get new players into the game. As the article said, the casual demographic of World of Warcraft has grown substantially over the years. The game is 10 years old, and a lot of people who started in their teens are now in college and they have less time to devote to the game. Warlords of Draenor is tackling many of these problems head on. And before I go any further, I'd like to say that I was really worried about some of these changes in philosophy by Blizzard, but after playing in the Family and Friends Alpha, I'm very positive going forward, and I think that the game's going to be great, and they're not dumbing it down. The Group Finder tool could be the favorite feature of the expansion for casual and longtime players who cannot devote the 3 nights a week that most guilds ask for. LFR just plain out isn't a challenge for anyone that's played the game more than a few months, and a lot of players, even if they're casual, want tougher content than flex rating. The Group Finder is going to be a really awesome cross-realm tool that's going to let you queue for normal and heroic difficulty raids. That's flex and normal difficulty raids today. Popular add-on OQ, of course, lets you do this today, right now. But Blizzard's first-party solution should be way more popular, and it should manage to open up the game to people so that they can raid whenever they want without sacrificing anything at all for hardcore raiders. As far as newer players go, probably the biggest barrier to start playing World of Warcraft is learning about the classes of the game and how to play them effectively. Not everyone likes going online and reading for hours about how to best play their class. For the record though, I am definitely in the group of players who loves reading for hours about my class and will spend ages doing my own numbers and theorycraft and make sure that I am playing to my absolute maximum. Improvements to the Proving Grounds in Warlords of Draenor promise to teach players how to tank, heal, and DPS effectively. The Blizzard team has said multiple times now that they want the Proving Grounds to tell you more about what you did wrong when you fail, instead of just serving as a time trial for killing monsters, healing up friendly targets, or protecting allies. This means that it's going to be easier than ever for new players to understand their class without affecting people like me who actually enjoy reading and writing pages of theory crafting. Simultaneously, ability pruning is taking place. Many abilities are being removed completely from the game. This is of course way more controversial than updating the Proving Grounds, but I think that if it's handled correctly, we'll be left with rotations that have plenty of depth in them without being so needlessly prohibitive for new players to learn. Especially with cooldowns, because even though there's exceptions, a lot of classes just use other cooldowns at the exact same time because they stack well. So just making one cooldown that does the same thing as using all your cooldowns at the same time just reduces confusion without reducing complexity or depth. I'm confident that Warlords of Draenor is going to be great for new and returning players and players with less time to play. And after playing the game in the Family and Friends Alpha, I have to say that the game is going to be great as well for people who do have a lot of time to play. We've got extreme and positive PvP overhaul, we've got some of the most open raid environments we've had in ages and great zones, and most importantly, the ever so savage lands of Draenor. And by the way, if there's anything within the Family and Friends Alpha that you'd like me to try and test out, like a class or ability or anything like that, post in the comments below. I'll try to do it as soon as I can, and I can let you know how it feels. For now, that's all I have. I'll see you next week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to be awesome, and for the Forsaken! This means it's going to be easier than ever for new players of the game to understand their class if they're not someone like me who's fine with reading and writing pages of theory crafting.